Hi, Madison. I'll just wait a couple more minutes for people to hop on. Can you hear the music okay? Hi, Emily. You're not sitting over there. Okay, Madison said good. Alrighty, I guess it's just us. We're gonna get started here. Lying in Savasana on our mats. Legs out wide, arms wide alongside your body. Closing through the eyes. Just start to check in with your body. Seeing where your breath is at. On your next inhale, take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, sigh out the mouth. One more just like that. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh out the mouth. Sealing the lips, come into your Ujjayi breath. Breathing deeply in through the nose. And even deeper and slower out the nose. Two more breaths right here. On your next inhale, bring your right knee in towards your shoulder, clasping the hands around your shin, squeezing the knee in tight, keeping that left leg long on the floor. Breathing here. Making sure you're not rolling over onto your right hip. Keep the left hip down on the floor. Two more breaths right here. Slowly start to come into a half happy baby, taking that arm to the inside of the right leg, reaching for the outer edge of your right foot. Take the sole of the foot towards the ceiling. Knee should go in towards your armpit. Checking in again with your hips, making sure that you're staying even on both, so you're not rolling onto the right hip more than the left. You can even take your left hand to your left hip. Holding here. Releasing the foot. Start to straighten out the right leg towards the ceiling. Taking your hands behind your calf or maybe behind your hamstring. Start to pull the leg in towards your face, maybe bending and then straightening, waking up the backside of your leg. Always an option to take those hands to your foot or maybe grab a towel or a strap around your foot. Just try to relax through your shoulders. Maybe pulling the leg in closer to your face on every exhale. 3 more breaths right here. Slowly start to take that left foot, bring the sole of the foot to the ground, bending through the knee. We're going to come into supine pigeon here, taking that right ankle on top of the left leg, flexing through the right foot. Slowly start to take your hands underneath the left leg, lifting it up, flexing through the left foot as well. Pulling that left knee in towards your chest. Maybe taking your right elbow and pushing it against the right leg. You should be feeling this in the outer right hip here. Three more breaths right here. Releasing the left leg, taking the foot to the ground, the right foot next to left. Maybe windshield wiper the legs back and forth. Extending that right leg long on your mat. Take the left knee in towards your shoulder. Coming into wind removing pose. Two more breaths right here. Coming into your half happy baby, taking that left hand to your left foot, sole of the foot goes towards the sky, knee in towards your armpit. Three more breaths right here. Letting go of the foot, reaching the left foot towards the sky, coming into your reclining hand to big toe pose. On the opposite side, maybe bending and straightening through this leg. One side might feel a little bit tighter than the other. Just accept where your body's at. Slowly start to take the right foot to your mat, bending through the knee, coming into your supine pigeon on the left side. Take your hands around your right leg, lifting up, pushing that right knee in towards your chest, making sure that you're flexing through each foot. Three more breaths right here. Taking that right foot down to the ground, releasing the left ankle. Just windshield wipe the legs back and forth. Meeting back in stillness. Bring the knees in towards your chest and start to rock and roll all the way up onto all fours, coming into tabletop position. Taking your shoulders on top of your knees, or shoulders on top of your wrists, hips on top of your knees. Flowing through a couple cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, round through the spine, cat pose. 3 more rounds here, connecting your breath to movement. After your last round, meet back in the neutral spine. Coming into puppy pose here, we're going to take our hands and walk them out towards the front of our mat. Lowering the chest to the floor, keeping your hips in line over your knees. Option to bring your chin all the way to the mat, looking at the front of your mat, or you can keep that forehead on the ground. Holding here. Using your breath to sink deeper and deeper. Two more breaths. Sliding the chest along your mat, make your way into Sphinx pose. Shoulders will come on top of your elbows. Forearms will be parallel to one or to the other. Lifting the chest up, pulling it towards the front of your mat. Holding here. Tops of the feet pressing into the mat. Releasing the chest down onto your mat. Take your right arm out, like you're coming into a half T here. Left hand plants underneath the shoulder. We're going to come into a shoulder stretch, pressing through the left hand, roll onto your right side. Maybe take that left foot behind the right leg. Keeping the head on the mat. Maybe coming into a half bind here, taking that left hand behind your back. Or if it's in your practice, you can take your left hand to meet the right hand, clasping through the fingers. Three more breaths right here. You came into a half bind, bring that left hand back down onto the mat. Slowly make your way back onto your stomach. Taking a deep breath here, reach the left hand out. Taking that right hand underneath your shoulder, open up onto the opposite side. You want to come into that half bind and take the left or right hand behind your back. You may even take the right hand all the way to meet your left. Few more breaths right here. You came into the half bind, take your right hand back down onto the mat, slowly rolling out. Bringing the arms alongside your body, forehead to the mat. Just breathing here. Taking your arms out into a T. We're gonna basically do the same thing, but it'll be more of a twist in your lower back rather than a shoulder stretch. So arms out in a T. We're gonna bend through the left knee and roll on over to the right side of our body. Trying to keep both shoulders on the mat. You can roll onto your cheek, or if you want to try to keep your chin centered on your mat, that's always an option. Maybe even your toes touch the ground. Slowly roll back out. Bending through the right leg, roll onto the left side of your body. Keeping your shoulders on the ground. Slowly release. One more time each side. Left leg bends. Take it over to the right side of your mat. Slowly release. Right leg bends. Roll onto that left side. Slowly release. Planting the palms underneath your shoulders, coming through tabletop. Make your way up and back into your first downward dog. Tucking the toes, lifting the hips up. Maybe walking the feet, bending through one knee and then the other. Coming back to stillness. Making sure you're pressing firmly through your palms. On an inhale, reach that right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Hold here. Step the foot between your hands, spinning the left foot back to a 90-degree angle. Open up into your warrior two. Deep bend through the right knee, pressing firmly down through the pinky edge side of your left foot. Gaze over the right middle finger, relaxing through your shoulders, maybe even taking your shoulders up near your ears, and then releasing them, dropping down. Reversing your warrior, take that right hand up, left hand down on your left leg. Keeping your fingers light here so that you're not dumping all your weight into your hand. Breathing into the right side of your body. Coming back into your warrior two. Straighten through the right leg. Coming into triangle pose here. Shift the weight forward, reaching the arm towards the front of the mat. And then slowly start to take your hands to 12 and 6. Left hand should be up, right hand down. Gaze can be towards your lifted hand or down towards your mat, whatever is more comfortable in your neck. Making sure you're rolling that left hip back, right hip forward. Slowly take that left hand down to the mat, right hand to the outside of your foot, bringing the front foot, step back, high plank. Holding here for one full round of breath. On your next exhale, shift the weight forward, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Always an option to take your vinyasa on your knees, lowering down your knees and then lowering down your chest. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Stepping the foot between your hands, spin the right foot down, opening up into your warrior two. Bending deeply through the left knee, stacking your shoulders on top of your hips. Maybe sinking down a little bit deeper into the left knee. Reversing your warrior, left hand up, right hand down. Keeping the bend through the knee. Coming back up, warrior two. Straightening through that front leg. Shift the weight forward, triangle pose. Right arm up, left hand down. Left hand can come to a shin, maybe all the way to the floor. If you want to do more core, you can just rest it on your shin, using more core than the hand pressing against the shin. Down to your mat, framing the front foot, step back, high plank, flowing through your vinyasa. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Always an option to skip your vinyasa. Adding on to that same sequence, lift the right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Stepping the foot between your hands. Coming up, warrior two. Reversing your warrior, right hand up. Coming back into your warrior two. Straightening through the right leg. Shift forward, triangle pose. Holding here.
We're gonna make our way into half moon pose, taking that right hand. You can bring it to a water bottle, block. If you have anything around you that you can prop yourself up on, take the hand about 6 feet in front of you, or 6 feet, 6 inches in front of you, not 6 feet, that's impossible. Lifting that left leg up. Making this a hip opener here, flexing through the lifted foot. Gaze can be on the ground for more balance. If you want to challenge your balance, you can start to lift your gaze up towards the sky. One more round of breath. Lowering the left foot to meet the right, forward fold. Taking the feet hips width distance. Coming into gorilla pose. Take the hands underneath the feet, palms face up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bending through the elbows, folding forward. Relaxing through your neck and shoulders. 2 more breaths. Releasing the hands, bringing the feet back together to touch. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, coming into chair pose, lower the feet down, lifting the arms up towards the sky. Tucking the hips forward, engaging through the core. If this is too much on your shoulders to have your hands lifted up, you can always bring your hands to your heart. Maybe sitting down a little bit lower. Two more rounds of breath. Placing the hands on the floor in front of you, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift once more. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank, float through your vinyasa. Meeting back in your downward dog. On your next inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Stepping the foot between your hands. Spin the back foot down, warrior 2. Reversing your warrior, left hand up. Coming back into your warrior 2. Straighten through that front leg, triangle pose. Three more rounds of breath right here. Coming into your half moon, take that left hand about 6 inches in front of the left foot. Start to spring off the back foot. Opening up. If you fall out of it, just get right back into it. Maybe you don't lift that right hand up, maybe you just keep it on your hip for more stability. Two more breaths. Lowering that right foot to meet the left. Coming into your forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, lower the seat down, chair pose. Reach the arms up towards the sky. Lowering down a little bit lower. Maybe bringing a smile to your face. One more breath. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank. Flowing through your vinyasa. Meeting back in your downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the right leg up. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Holding here. Stepping the foot between your hands. Open up, warrior two. Coming back to your breath. Reversing your warrior. Right hand up, left hand down. Warrior two. Straightening through the right leg, shift the weight forward. Triangle pose, Trikonasana. Maybe you want to add on here, taking that left arm towards the front of your mat. Maybe even lifting that right arm, almost like you're holding a beach ball in between your hands. Coming into your half moon pose. Take that right hand in front of the right foot, springing off the left foot. Holding here. Making your way into standing splits, keeping that left leg lifted. Take the left hand towards the floor. Reaching the left leg up as high as possible. Squaring the hips towards the floor. Flexing or pointing your foot. Maybe taking one hand to your ankle and then the other. But relaxing through your neck. Two more breaths right here. Lowering the left foot to meet the right, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chair pose. Lifting your arms up towards the sky. Holding here for 3 full rounds of breath. Maybe sinking down a little bit lower. Maybe relaxing through your face, your toes. We're going to play around with crow pose here. Coming down, put your hands on the floor, rising high to the ball mounds of your feet. Taking your knees in towards your armpits, or as high as you can. Start to take the gaze towards the front of your mat. Shifting the weight into your fingers, maybe lifting up one foot and then the other, Or maybe lifting up both at the same time. Holding here. Lowering the feet back down. Walk out the legs in your forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. Float through your vinyasa. Once you meet back in your downward dog, lift that left leg up. Bring the knee in towards your nose. Stepping the foot in between your hands. Open up, warrior two. Relax through your shoulders. Reverse your warrior. Warrior two. Straightening through that left leg. Shift the weight forward, triangle pose. Option to take that right hand towards the front of your mat. Maybe even lifting the left like you're holding a beach ball. Working our way into half moon, left hand in front of those left toes, springing off the right foot, holding here. Flexing through the right foot, maybe lifting it up a little bit higher. Lowering that right hand to the mat, coming into your standing splits, keeping the right foot lifted. Breathe here. Maybe taking that left hand to your ankle. Maybe even right hand. Two more breaths. Maybe lift that right leg up a little higher. Lowering the right to meet your left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower your seat down, chair pose once more. Take your seat down a little bit lower. Really engaging through your core and your legs. Adding on crow pose once more. Bring the hands down to the mat. Rising high to the ball mounds of your feet, taking those knees in towards your armpits. Shifting the weight forward onto your fingertips. Lifting one foot and then the other. Making sure that your gaze is towards the top of your mat. 3 more breaths right here. Lowering the feet down if you came up. Walking out the legs. On your next inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold forward, planting the hands, step back, high plank. Flowing through your vinyasa, leaning back in your downward facing dog. Starting to slow down the class here. One more round of breath in your downward dog. On your next inhale, reach the right leg up. Bending through the right knee, come into a hip opener, taking the right foot in over to your left side of your mat. Try to square your shoulders to your mat. Maybe rolling out the ankle, knee. Coming back into your three-legged dog. Coming into your half pigeon pose, take that right knee to your right wrist, right ankle to your left wrist, lowering down the back leg. On your next inhale, lift the chest up towards the sky. Your shin can be parallel to the front of your mat. Of course, that's not in your practice. You can bring your foot in towards your groin. Try to keep equal weight through your hips. On your exhale, slowly start to lower down. Maybe coming down onto a block. Your forearms all the way down to the ground. Eventually, taking your chest towards the floor, reaching your arms out in front of you. Breathing deeply here into your hips. Check out where the weight is in your hips. So you rolled onto that right hip. Maybe try to shift over onto the left. Five more breaths right here. If you came all the way down, just slowly start to come back up onto your palms, walking the hands in towards your shin. We're going to make our way into a twist here, walking the hands over to our right hip. Maybe even taking that right hand all the way to your left leg. Slowly releasing the twist, walking the hands over towards your left. Coming back to center. We're going to lean over onto the right hip, swinging the left leg forward. Right heel should be on the inside of your left leg. Coming into one-legged seated forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, fold it forward. Maybe you don't meet your foot here. You can always grab onto your shin. Every exhale, folding a little bit deeper towards that left leg.
relax right here. Slowly start to rise back up. We're going to make our way into a tabletop position. Going through 2 rounds of cat-cow. On your inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, engage. Exhale, round through the spine, pushing into the palms. Leaning back in neutral spine. Tuck the toes, raise the hips up and back. 1 full round of breath here. On your next inhale, reach the left leg up towards the sky. Bending through the knee, opening up the hip. Stack the left on top of right. Maybe rolling out the ankle and knee here. Coming back to your 3-legged dog. Coming into half pigeon. Taking the left knee to the left wrist. Ankle to the right wrist. Dropping the right leg down. Sitting up tall, making sure that right leg is extending long from your hip. Inhale, reach the chest up towards the sky. Exhale, slowly start to fold it forward. Checking in with your hips. Try to make sure you're not dumping into that left hip. Five more breaths right here. You made your way all the way down. Slowly start to come up. Coming into that twist, walk the hands over towards your left hip. Maybe even taking that left hand all the way to your right leg. Releasing the twist. Coming into a counter twist. Walking the hands over towards the right. Coming back to center. Rolling onto that left hip. Swing the right leg out in front of you. Sitting upright. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, folding forward, flexing through that right foot so that you're pushing the heel towards the front of your mat. Using your inhales to lengthen through your spine. Using your exhales to fold a little bit deeper. One more breath. Slowly start to make your way back up. Sending the left foot out in front of you. Reaching the arms towards the front of your mat. And slowly make your way down, one vertebra at a time. Until you come all the way down onto your mat. Bring those knees in towards your chest. Giving yourself a big squeeze. Maybe rocking from side to side. Dropping the knees down towards the left. Reaching the right arm out. Coming into a supine twist here. Trying to stack the right hip on top of the left. 3 full rounds of breath right here. Maybe closing through the eyes. Slowly start to make your way back into center. Giving yourself a big squeeze once more. Taking those knees over towards the right, reaching that left hand out. Gaze towards your left fingers. Three more rounds of breath. Bring those knees back into center. Squeezing them in tight once more. Coming into happy baby pose, reaching for the outer edges of your feet. Taking those knees in towards your shoulders, soles of the feet towards the sky. Keep the tailbone on the ground. Maybe rock from side to side. Or stay in stillness. Bringing the soles of the feet to touch, coming into Supta Baddha Konasana, feet to the floor, knees out wide. Closing through the eyes. Bringing your right hand to your heart, left hand to your belly. If you want a little bit more of a groin stretch, you can bring those heels in closer to your body. If that's too much, you can always walk your feet back out towards the front of your mat. Staying with your Ujjayi breath. 5 more full deep breaths right here. Letting go of any tension in your body, in your face. You can always stay right here for your final resting pose. Or if you want to start to extend the legs out long, the arms wide alongside your body. On your next inhale, breathe in deeply through the nose, holding at the top. Exhale, sigh out the mouth. Releasing your Ujjayi breath.